Right. Hello. Hello, everybody. Oh, how you doing? We are here chilling on Friday. Josh will be down in a couple of minutes. So we are just... Ooh, that is Josh's camera. That doesn't work. Let me fix that. Okay. Okay, this is a new setup, guys. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. All right. That kind of works. Let's see if I can angle this. How's everybody doing tonight? Paul, DJ, and Bob. How are you guys? Am I live? I guess I am. You guys are talking to me, right? How's everybody doing today? We have reached 2,000 subscribers, and that's kind of crazy. Bob, they're not proxies, Bob. You know this. So what they are is just, some happiness, some fancy items. They're like I have the picture up, man. They're like world championship decks. That's my firm opinion of these things. Like, if you got mad about world champ decks, I'd guess that's why you're mad about these, I guess, But 2K subs. We did it, guys. We made it. I'm not sure if I made a video back in the day, but I think I did, about what I was going to be opening for. I don't know if I said anything for 2,500 or if it was just 5,000. I'd have to go way back and look, but it might be something. I know I'm opening something crazy for one of those things, like for 5,000. I know I'm opening something like a Legends pack or Urza Saga, and yeah, so things can get pretty crazy, you know what I mean? Oh, Tom, thank you very much. Let's see, congrats on 2K. Hey, congratulations. I hope the 2,000 subs are not proxies. There's got to be at least a few of them that are proxies, right? I guess Wizards is trying to support the Chinese counterfeit market. No, they're trying to take the money out of the Chinese counterfeit market. They're trying to make money from the Chinese counterfeit market. Uh-oh. We got Ash down here. You hear him clicking away? JM Day, I loved the World Championship decks back in the day for playing with. I wasn't exactly cracking for singles, but it really drew me into watching tournament play. Yeah, true. That's true. It's pretty cool product back in the day. Josh has treats
I
for
bribed him.
For Ash. He bribed him down here. Oh, shit, Bob. Thank you very much. Yes, I know, right? Like, it's kind of a crazy year to go from 1K to 2K, and I think it was March 1st or something like that. It was very close to where I first became monetized. So you're here. That's where Josh has to look.
Gotcha.
To look at everybody. See, now he knows where everybody's up.
I know
Paul
up,
says, "What's up, Josh?"
What's going on?
Paul Plants. I tell Josh he needs to get his channel started already, and just let me get this a little bit in between us here.
It's a lot of investment. I know how much time you put into it. No matter what and who you are, you still have that kind of dedication, and you have people you have kind of depending on you to make this content. So it's tough. It's a lot of responsibility, and I got a lot going on still. So I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see. Maybe in the future.
When you got to admit, I know there's a lot of reasons not to. You know what I mean? But just taking 5 minutes here and there, you never know. We got a cool community going here. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
It doesn't hurt to have a sounding board too, bouncing freaking ideas off of people.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? If their goal is to outdo the market for proxies, then why are they charging such a non-competitive price for it?
It's not proxies. They never called it proxies.
Indeed.
They never said the cards were intended for play.
Thank you, DJ.
I watched that stream a couple of times. We were talking earlier. We were recording some stuff, but we were talking also, and I watched that a couple of times because I wanted to see where people got the assumption that these cards were meant to be proxied, and they never even said that they were even able to be shuffled, that they were card size, the same size as you know, the only thing that makes you assume so is they said that, you know, the tokens could be used, but I mean, any tokens could be any size. Let's be honest.
That's
I mean,
true.
They just said it had modern corners. And
yeah, that's the only thing I remember. I paid attention when I was listening, and that's the only thing this lady made sure to like clarify. Two things actually: not tournament legal, modern corners.
Yeah, they never called them booster packs. They referred to them as packs in the packaging. They didn't say that they were going to be, you know, transparent or non-transparent or look like a booster pack.
This guy and I have been arguing all day whether in this box that the 4 packs, if they're going to be booster packs, like in freaking regular booster pack packaging, he thinks they're going to be,
cellophane like secret lair.
He thinks they're going to be, in a clear cellophane like secret lair. I don't know. We'll see. I think if you make it into booster packs, like regular ones, it's going to have more of an impact on the secondary market. You know, like, as packs, you know, like, that's going to be a crazy thing.
The reason why I don't think they're going to be in packs is for the exact reason of selling them. I think they want to keep them off the secondary market as packs because that's a big deal. It creates a big mystery, you know, as far as what the real value is, estimated value, and you know, that's a huge, like, you know, box of, you know, whatever. It's a big mess to get into just to think about that and start. I don't even want to start to think how
Paul,
bad it could be.
what kind of ganja are you smoking? He says, I remember when Ed was a young lad starting on YouTube. What young lad? Like, I remember the early YouTube times, but what young lad are you talking about, bro? What up, Coach's Magic, or just Coach, I guess, right? Yes, feed the puppers. Coach says 420. Do they need to say it about the proxies? What else would these be? Who are these for? I'm just confused by this whole thing. A lot of us are, Mirth. Well, a lot of us are.
The original collector's editions weren't proxies. They had square corners. And I think that's why they made the comment of them having modern corners rather than an alpha corner or a squared corner. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to them having square corners, but to be honest, they get banged up really bad. I mean, I don't like do you want to know what I don't really like about the product the most? What I don't really like about it the most is the dual lands, that they basically oversaturated them
and they uglied them up with that freaking the text box, man.
I don't know.
They made it. No, come on, get out of it.
Yes, listen. I don't even. Yes, I'm thinking playability wise and you know, usefulness and collectibility and everything. The fact that if they're making them uncollectible because you're saturating the market, then you're making them to be basically, okay, they're going to be inexpensive, or however you want to look at inexpensive for a $250 pack.
Everybody, we have 25 people in here. Please hit the like button. Thank you very much.
Hey, everybody.
We got to 2K this week. I mean, this whole news madness and my live streaming this week has, you know, pushed through to 2K. So that's crazy. This isn't really the celebration. It's nice, and I appreciate you coming by for this. I'm going to have to throw a party. So we got to have, like, you know, a celebration live stream for 2K. So that's a whole nother story. Let me catch up on these comments. If I were rich, I would get it for the box, DJ says.
You know what? It is messed up. Like, I would... The things we were saying before.
I don't think
it should have been a whole booster box for like $2,000. And then it wouldn't be that bad. It would be a cool experience.
Maybe not
open,
a whole, but 4 packs is rough.
It's just...
Sup, is that MTG North? No.
At the price...
This is my buddy Josh, SGR.
Just at the price, you got to think what you could buy. You could buy the collector's edition, you know, copies if you're going to have other stuff and whatever. I mean, I guess it's the same thing. You could buy real stuff. You know, you're if you're going to spend $2,000, $3,000, like Rudy said, you buy the real ones, and I totally agree. But as a player who might think this is cool, if you have extra money, I mean, having extra cool proxies, if that's how you want to look at them and what you're using them for. But at the same time, you can also take them, grade them, and collect them, and have a set of really cool
Stone Pony says you need to get an interrogation light for Josh. No, I have aimable spotlights. But
I'm blind.
This guy is like a vampire earlier.
I am so blind.
That's why he's in the dark over here.
My
glasses in the
glasses
wrong direction.
have like no prescription at all, but I can't see. They're blue light filter.
See, look, hold on. Close your eyes, Josh. I don't want to blind your vampire self.
No, it's not even that. It's gonna make me squint.
Close them. Close them.
No, it's
there. You can see them. See there.
Now
you
can see me.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna be squinting.
Yeah.
Now you
go.
Listen, if you want to,
if
you guys can see better,
we'll leave them in the dark. Peanut says, "What up, Mega Rain? What up, Peanut? Hey, Sandwich, how you doing? I hear Hasbro Watsy has lost their mind. Indeed, they have.
Look, they're definitely in the business of making money. They're not here to care about your wallet or if you can afford something or not. If it's selling and if it's not stuck in the distributor warehouse where it's getting sent back to publishers and stuff, and they're seeing that, and it's going and sitting in places like Rudy's basement, because that's where a lot of stuff accumulated. Let's be very
not
honest.
Anymore. He dispersed it with his pins.
Not even that. No, he did. But I mean, no, he didn't. At the same time, he does have a ton of stuff that's sitting around that normally could have been kicked back to the publisher, and then they would have seen that. So the fact that they're not, and it is actually just sitting somewhere, they don't have the true record of where the sales failed, because they've had blown up extra orders from people like that.
Jeffrey says, so is Rudy's Purple back to Arabian Nights next? I mean, you could do Ice Age with that blue back, too. That was supposed to be its own thing, you know?
I mean, look, I think that there's possibility of commemorative stuff. I think if they do stuff right...
Hey, Hobo. Thank you very much.
Look, the set box idea is great for printing older stuff. Right now, they abuse it, they overuse it, it's too much. But in reality, you could have a wild card where you have a card with a different back like this, and it's cool. They should number them, they should make them rare, and these are how you make collector products, so that a player that hits these kind of things, you turn around and you flip it to a collector and you buy more cards.
Shit. There
you know, like to me that's ultimately how I think like these things should be, and how you make collector products. You don't flood the market with stuff and basically charge the players for it.
Stone Pony asks, how are you, Josh? Did I hear you hurt your arm?
Yeah, I had surgery.
Coming back, right?
Yeah.
It's a long road, man. It's a lot of hard work.
I start physical therapy this week.
Good luck with that, man. NOV Innovation says, what do you think about Rudy's take on the proxies / reserve list stuff? I mean, NOV, the videos from me yesterday and from my live streams this week were pretty much in line with he said. Like, I don't have much to say about what Rudy added, except it's interesting, the Arabian Nights thing. And, you know, I agree. He makes a great point, and he puts it in a great way that Hasbro doesn't care about you. And,
no.
And this product will roll over you if it has to, because it's going to keep on going.
Someone's going to buy it. That's a fact. Someone's going to buy it, whether it's you or not.
Chris agrees with me. They destroyed the dual land. They look like crap.
Listen,
I think so.
they definitely are ugly. They're not. Listen, they're not meant to be player cards. They're just meant to be a collectible, and that's what they're, marketing it as. But to be honest, yes,
I agree, Bob.
People are going to use them as a proxy or whatever.
But to use them, Bob agrees with me, and to use them as proxies is kind of crazy. Like, they're going to be worth money, you know?
I said the same thing. Dude, even you got to think about this. Even if they make a limited edition, here we were talking about the Mythic edition. Let's say they sold 40-something thousand. So let's say they make 30,000 of them. Okay, so if there's 30,000 of these times 3 is 120,000 packs. 120,000 is 60 and 60,000 rares, and then you have to break it down. There's not a lot of cards there. There isn't. So each individual card is pretty effing rare, like the old collector's edition where there was only 10,000 or whatever each.
I think they will add something secret to this box. We all will be surprised.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, don't be surprised to find real cards in there.
Stone wants you to put on the hat.
Maybe later. Maybe later. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to find real Power 9 cards in there.
Peanut says the value proposition of 30th is abysmal. It's like people are trying to defend a turn mountain when in reality they are getting less or more money. Peanut, 100%. You're opening this.
You're not
like we were saying this.
You're not getting Magic cards in there. You can't think of it as Magic cards.
But we recorded a video earlier. It's a gamble. It's like taking your $250 and putting it on a number in roulette. Like that's kind of like what the gamble is.
They're making the old collector's edition sets super expensive because they know what they're worth today, and you're not. Listen, what do you think they're gonna do? Just go reprint them and hand them out to you for 1/10 of the price? Come on. That doesn't make any sense. Even if they reprint cards today in sets, do you think they just hand them out? They're making them more rare. They're making you chase them. They know what they have, and they're going to tease you.
All I see is a reprint of Collector's Edition built into packs. Seems like they needed to add an actual chase to validate the prize, actual beta inserts, serialized cards, something. Coach, I think it's more like a World Championship Edition in packs. But I guess it's like Collector's. It's all the same.
They made packs to have the experience of, here, listen, I know a lot of us here never opened up a pack that had a Power 9 card in it. I opened 6 unlimited packs. I didn't have any beta packs or anything like that. I never bought a box of unlimited, but I had 6 packs that I opened over time, and I got nothing in them, nothing special. I opened a ton of Arabian Nights, a ton of Antiquities, and you know what? You didn't appreciate the good cards today when you open them there.
Bob says,
it's
all
all irrelevant.
Stock has been falling. This is this type
of
stuff helps.
That's irrelevant that it's falling because everything's falling. The market can't be doing good because people don't have money.
Hold on. On Tuesday, when the market was doing great, the rest of the market, their stock still dropped. Listen, I don't know. Just saying.
Not everything is.
I know not everything is correlated, but still, at a time when everything's going up, you'd expect to go up as well.
Let's be honest. Hasbro's not in trouble. The biggest trouble they're going to have is if they get nailed with a huge lawsuit.
Dealing with everything else. Sandwich says the good life. He put a little sandwich emoji.
Listen.
Wait, DJ says for sure, Bob. Someone has to pay those yacht payments.
The truth is they're making a ton of money
for people like Rudy, but this product is so different from standard cards that people won't like much of it. Also, like Rudy said, people would rather buy the original.
It's not just Rudy. Listen, there's a lot of Commander players that have a lot of money. You got to think about the collections that some of these people have. Think of the decks. I mean, you see the deck that Post Malone brings to game nights compared to the other people he plays with, and it is another level. Like, I know it seems like, oh, it's not that bad, but it is, because most of those guys aren't playing out Time Twisters. That's just the reality, and that as a big card as it is, I mean, his whole deck is like that, and there's people who have that, and every deck that they play is, not even, like CEDH, but they're just, have fun cards that are expensive in there. There's people who have the money to go out and buy a handful of these and have fun because they love Magic. And the cards aren't going to have no value. They're not just proxies that you think.
It defeats the purpose. A hoser would rather buy the proxies. What really sucks is they're not disclosing numbers. Yeah, they'll never disclose those numbers.
Listen, but here's the reality. You know what the numbers are because there's...
MTG is copying the Pokemon XY Evolutions where they reprinted the base set. I don't know. I think the Collector's Edition was the original version.
These are different. They've already done this before. This isn't like they didn't do this before.
Okay. Hobo says, but where will it end? Do they keep on reprinting reserveless cards? So in the future, we have 2 markets for real cards and 1 for proxies.
Let me ask you guys something.
100%.
That's a serious question.
100%.
Hold on. Let me ask these guys something. Dead serious. What reserve list cards do you guys want printed other than the lands? Tell me. LED?
Mox Diamond. Gaia's Cradle. Tolarian Academy.
Whatever. But that's not really Tolarian. Where's Tolarian Aquarium played? No, it's not. Even Gaia's Cradle is just a commander card. So what do you guys want reprinted? To give me an idea, because the only thing that's going to ever get them in trouble by making them reprint something or destroy it is if they hurt the value of the cards. So you have to think about why they made it $1,000 a pack.
Yes, exactly. That's part of what I was just about to say. They made it $1,000 a pack, and I think they made the duels ugly on purpose to kind of help retain some of the freaking
they're
value.
Gonna listen.
For the old ones, I don't know, man. Like,
it's not even just that the old ones aren't getting hurt. There's not enough for sale on the market to matter, and nobody is running to sell them for the price to go down. That's the reality. Like, to think that they're actually going to get hurt in value, there's here the collector's edition, international collector's edition, there's less of those than there are of revised and unlimited, to give you an idea. Okay, so those aren't going down in price. Beta and unlimited, alpha, they're all untouchable. They're never getting touched. The only thing I would ever see any kind of price touch would be revised, and it would basically be flat to minimal, if any. But in reality, it doesn't matter, because you have tournament versus non-tournament. So it doesn't matter. They're not. Are they just proxies?
You know
no,
what?
they still are a collectible, and they're going to have
makes a good point. He's like, all this going on definitely overshadowed the Post Malone secret lair announcement. So, wait, but no, let's talk about that, right?
Post Malone broke his rib and punctured a lung,
fell
through the stage.
Oh my god,
poor guy! I
that
feel
shit
really bad.
looks
That's
so
got to
bad.
be horrible.
Nobody wants Post Malone to fall through the stage.
No,
you know?
just no one wants anyone to get hurt. But
did you ever
Jesus.
hear? Did you hear his interview on Howard Stern? Man, he's definitely into magic. I'll tell you what. And yeah, the freaking unplugged version of Better Man from Pearl Jam that he did was kind of interesting. I don't know. I don't follow the new artists.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah,
I think he's talented and whatever. But yeah,
no doubt. Anyway, but that's kind of the point, right? It overshadowed the Post Malone thing. And in any given year of Magic, if there was a Post Malone product back in the day in 2017,
it is kind of a big deal. It is
exactly. And what about this secret lair coming out? That's huge. All these chrome mocks and other shit is in it. It's ridiculous. And what about
I gotta say that actually
Brothers
is
War?
pretty cool.
And what about Lost Legends? All of these things are freaking tremendous.
Listen, there's no shortage of stuff that Wizards definitely has laying around in safes and stuff, product or whatever. They definitely have stuff that they, opened at the first stuff just for historical reasons and whatever, and stuff that they put on the side. This Legends stash is definitely a very small chunk of what they have put away somewhere. And to think they're worried about, investing in how much they spend to just store it or whatever, it's priceless.
I actually have it from someone who doesn't talk too much crap. He told me, I heard that they found a little bit of Arabian Nights. Not near
I don't think
Legends.
they found anything. I think they know
no,
they have it.
Not found. You know what I mean? We're just using their terms.
Listen,
I know.
There never was a ton of Arabian Nights.
No, exactly.
I opened a box. I had one box that we got from a show. My dad was a real collector when it came to anything. Half the junk stuff that you find at the show, what's it called?
The flea markets
and stuff that you crack. My dad bought and made sets of, and bought booster boxes to make sets. He just from Addams Family to the comic book stuff. I mean, the Valiant comic ones, all that stuff. I mean, I had all the sets my dad had in the closet, and Magic wasn't something that we didn't have. But boxes, we used to go to shows.
Innovation. Hello, Solar God. At least collector's edition cards resemble the originals. Adam says true.
I don't have a problem with it because
Bob says the most important reprints are the dual lands. Don't kid yourselves. I don't want any reserve list reprinted. I want the reserve list expanded, says JM Day.
I agree, and I think
Bob says I just want to say I 100% agree with Josh. There you go. See, I know I keep on finding that there is a segment who's very pleased with this product.
I don't think it.
The RL only has a handful of tournament cards. These reprints.
The worst part about this whole product.
The panic selling. Look, hold on. I want to address this, Jennifer.
There's
the panic selling. The people that are panic selling, they shouldn't have been in this in the first place. You know what I mean? They don't have the stomach for these types of little ups and downs. You guys gotta know to freaking toughen up and just don't let this influence you into capitulating. It would be a bad idea.
I'm not sure why anyone thinks these products are going to lose price.
And I agree, Jennifer. The reserve, but they did follow the rules of the reserve list. They did.
But
they
hold on.
This isn't crossing any line.
Listen, they've violated the reserve list plenty of times before this.
Look,
this is definitely, without a doubt, not even close to violating the
Mox
reserve
Diamond,
list.
freaking foils from the vault, like straight up. But the thing is, like, people recently have been discussing this spirit of the reserve list, and this is what I was telling Josh. There is no damn spirit. That spirit is dead. There's only the Veritas, the word of the law. Yeah,
there's literally here. Listen, if it's going to cost them money in a lawsuit, is the only thing that is going to prevent them from reprinting stuff.
Chris, I agree. So the old ones will always be valuable.
Dude, the old cards are old because they're rare. The fact you have to understand, in order for something to lose value, there has to be an abundance on the market that are not being purchased. Okay? You can't just print something again and then assume like the other ones have no value. That's not how it works. They're two separate entities. You didn't just reprint the same exact thing. Those cards from 1993 were from 1993. The card stock doesn't exist anymore. They're not getting it produced. I don't even think it can be produced. It is so different from today's card stock. If you wanted to even reprint the card, you know that they're two totally different cards.
The ink too, and the printers,
everything.
It's very
tough. Even the rosette pattern that they use is totally slightly, it's just different colors.
With you, he thinks WotC is running their business into the ground, and that is true. There's a lot of people that have
Hasbro is running. But see, here's the thing.
It's being pushed by the.
Wait, hold on. How is your company? Here's the thing.
The investors.
How is your company being run into the ground if you're making money?
Not all businesses have to charge top dollar.
Like, why is it like? I don't agree with what they're doing. Okay, not at all. But at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and play games and act like this is like them going and failing the company, dude. Even if this product fails, and whatever it cost them, I mean, they're still not going to fail. Okay? They produced so much money, and they keep producing more money. So to say that they're running the company into the ground is just in someone's short, sight.
Look,
that's not.
Everybody keeps on saying stuff about like old cards being still valuable. It's true. Look at Imperial Seal. The original is always going to be valuable, and they just reprinted it.
Dude, I collect original print foils.
OG foils.
And they're always going to have value. You can reprint and tell me that you're going to smash the value of some of these cards, and you know what? The price goes up, and that's the most expensive
Coach makes a good point that we were
time.
discussing about before, too. Rarity-wise, this is probably be rarer than Beta. We were discussing these numbers before.
It could be rarer than Beta, exactly.
So it's kind of like 4 packs of Beta for $1,000. Not too shabby, just not quite for me.
They should have made it 30, 36 packs for like $2,000.
Yes, so
made it a real experience.
Look, here.
Yeah. Like, definitely they should have made it more. It would have been cool to actually be able to, like, semi-draft it, even if it isn't, or even put it together and play with it, because then you have 2,000 and just keep the actual rarity the same. Look, you're still going to get 2 to 4 or 5 dual lands. You're going to get maybe 1 to 2 pieces of power, maybe. You might, if you're lucky, get one of the blue ones, one of the other artifacts. Like, it would have still been cool. It still would have been collectible, and it still would have made the money. But in today's reality, people keep going out and buying the VIP, the $250 boxes. They know that if they made a special edition for $1,000, people are going to buy it.
Yeah,
and everyone's crying and screaming.
Sell out fast.
At least 20% of the people crying and kicking their feet are going to run out and buy it and open it.
Please panic sale. I'll buy them.
Exactly.
Listen, that's the
anyone who's upset that the prices are going to get hurt, go buy. This is the time. Go make your money. This game's not going to fail because they reprinted stuff with different backs and different art and whatever. It's still not going to be cheap.
Yo, Black Magic. Cheers.
The total thought that anything's going to get hurt by this,
for everyone.
Nothing. It's if anything, people are going to get more excited because they play with these cards, if that's what they do, and maybe buy the real ones to actually play in competition where it matters, if their store doesn't allow. You want to know what I actually see to come out of this? I see a lot of
Peanut is mad. I
see a lot of 93, 94 players getting cool cards.
I think they knew that this product would freaking cause the waves that it did. But do you see? They got what they wanted. We're all talking about it, whether we like it, whether we hate it, and you know what's super smart about what they did? They made us mad at each other. Okay, people talk shit to Hasbro too, but people are yelling at each other, arguing about why it's this, why it's that, and
I think a lot of it also is short sight. Like the players really get upset and get worked up by every single product that's made. And if you look at every single thing, are you going to run out and buy every like stuffed animal or every little, they make other different stuff that's not magic cards.
Like all
so
this random.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like we don't run out and buy everything like that.
Up?
And this is not a card. Except it is a card. It can be doubled as a card.
Not an official card.
Exactly. So.
And
look, if
Solar God says they look cool, love the retro border ones, but way too expensive. Don't like the back. The back.
Look at 90.
I've been saying this since the beginning. The back is so.
Oh,
ugly.
It is really ugly. I think
God,
the 93, 94 players are absolutely going to hit a gold
total,
mine.
Like Photoshop, like 8 minutes. It's ridiculous.
There's a lot of people who are trying to get into other formats. I do think 93, 94 is one of those formats because it's non-rotating. That's actually very enjoyable, semi-affordable because it's not too crazy, but it's not very cheap either. So for people to now be able to get some of the other cards, maybe. And still, semi get like a real copy. I can see stores allowing these as real cards and people looking at them.
That's what people are getting mad at, though. That's what people are getting mad at.
But that's okay. 93, 94 is not an official format, and that's cool for stores to run that and say, hey, listen, we're making these proxies, these cards legal to be proxied.
Josh, people think like I hate this because I have this stuff. I don't have any power, man. I was never one to really collect ABU. I collected Four Horsemen was my deal, and really high end.
Everything is related,
but still,
though.
I have my own opinion about it, and I can feel strongly.
No, but everything is related, though, if you think about it, because every single card, whether reserve list, non-reserve list, or just something that we collect, has value for a reason.
About,
I mean, just listen.
Remember to hit the like, guys.
Those Power 9 cards that everyone's making more of, those are really the cards that everyone's making a big deal. And reality is, they really have minimal value in today's play. I know people want to say, oh, there's no Legacy, Legacy is dead. Well, Legacy is dead because the cards really don't exist. It's not dead because just the players. The cards aren't there.
These cards getting out there will lead to a small increase in the players
of Legacy. 100%.
However, that's enough. A small increase because of the price.
But listen, here's the reality: is even though
although a lot of these cards are going to be very cheap once they're opened at first,
I don't think they're going to ever
Siobhan Dragon from this
big deal. You can get Siobhan,
the Royal Assassin.
You can get those from other sets for cheap.
You know what I mean?
You can get Royal Assassins pretty
cheap.
Listen, there's millions. That Fork's one of those cards that's been broken on the reserve list how many times?
If you're playing vintage, you know what I mean?
Yes, and listen, I'm not gonna say that's wrong at all. I think they're cool collectible. I think they're really cool collectible. I think the Power 9, you're gonna see a ton of that stuff graded and people collecting them. I think people are gonna use them to be played. I do think that they're cool to use for proxies, and these fun formats are cool.
Yes,
and
Chris,
good for
this product
kind of stuff.
Pushed Magic into the headlines, exactly, right? Vice article. There's a whole Vice article about this shit. How crazy is
they're going to have a talk. It's $1,000 stupid. It's not even the cards from the game.
I ain't mad at you,
It's really
Bob.
a collectible.
There are whales, sharks, dolphins, and turtles. WotC is just marketing to each level of income. Bully, I've been saying it for a while. This is an ecosystem.
We haven't had a real...
There's a lot of levels, and I agree that WotC is trying to find sweet spots for all their products.
I hate the collector edition boxes being collector edition.
Beanie Babies failed once they ran out of bag holders. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I agree. And do you see what's happening right now at video games? We're talking about 50 to 70% reduction in prices realized at auction for a lot of graded games.
Well, if you flood the market with stuff because everyone's grading stuff, that's going to change a lot of stuff too. I mean, it's like anything. If you flood, that's why none of this is special. The market is flooded. The more you.
What up, Kevin?
And that was our conversation before, going back to saying 31,500 of the numbered cards and trying to figure out how many boxes.
I agree, Kevin. It is definitely content creator bait because, like I said clearly. There are two worlds for me. One world where I am now, where I have a channel, and another world where I didn't have a channel. And in the world where I didn't have a channel, likely I wouldn't have gotten any of this stuff. However, I will likely get 1 to 2 boxes. 1 to open at least on the channel.
But listen, even if you were to get 2 to collect, like that, I'm totally don't think anyone should think that there's something wrong with buying these to put on the shelf and look at. No different than any of this stuff. If anything, it's going to gain value. It's a significant higher rate than 90% plus of this stuff. Significantly higher.
Just these 2 reserve list packs.
Yeah, but even those reserve list packs, I'm saying I think this will gain value at a higher rate than almost anything out
you're
here
talking about
ever,
percent gain?
Ever.
Oh, that's a whole
percent gain
conversation.
At a rate,
Speed.
It's going to gain value faster.
Bob and I
than
have
anything.
had this discussion.
These are $25,000 packs in the same time frame. 20 years, $25,000 packs, without a doubt.
I don't know about that, but definitely high. It's not going to be a freaking $1,000 box.
So hold on.
It's not going to be a $1,000 box. That's for damn sure.
Let's put it like this. We don't know what the pull rate is on a Lotus, but a Lotus Collector Edition goes for how much?
I get it. And then there's the Gambler's Premium.
Even at a tenth of the price, if you wanted to say it was, it's going to be about $1,000 plus card. I am saying $1,000 to $2,000 is what I feel like they'll probably go for out of this box. And if you're telling me that doesn't designate what the price of the box is.
I like this point, all right? I don't like it because there's better things out there to buy. So many better things to blow 1K
Oh, absolutely.
on. Go to Jamaica. That's definitely better to blow your money on.
Listen, I would never tell someone not to buy a real one over the shit.
Nah,
without a doubt. But to say, listen, this is something you buy if you have the money to buy and sit on it. This is something that you can buy.
But no. Peanut makes a point too. It's about consumer confidence. This product erodes consumer confidence along with the crazy speed of reprints, the massive amount of flashiness. Hold on. So he's saying in the long term, this product will probably suck. They will probably keep printing this stuff. There is no shame with Hasbro. It is very true. They're going to make a lot more of this stuff.
They haven't done this since 1994.
But look. You know that when they make this happen and they realize that there's going to be no repercussions.
But they didn't do anything wrong.
That money,
hold on.
They're going to do it again.
What did they do wrong?
I know they're not doing anything wrong.
They didn't do anything wrong.
I get it.
They haven't done this since 1994. These cards, listen.
Do you hear what they did?
The cards don't have value. Like, I hate to say it. Like, these cards, they're effing useless. Like, I'm trying to be as
this guy's Josh
blunt
too,
as I could really, say it without, being vulgar. These cards suck. They have no real use outside of Legacy. Legacy is a dead format because there just isn't enough to go around, and it's too expensive in general. It's an old format. You're talking about 30 years. The format's pretty much dead because of that. Not because even the player base. It's too old. Look,
Joshua,
the cards you guys want.
It's coming. We were talking about this earlier. They're gonna be reprinting old sets, all proxies. Like, they're gonna be making freaking packs of blocks.
Why?
They are.
Why?
They're gonna be.
Why? Give me
money. Why?
Dude, nobody wants to play this shit.
It's better than unfreaking.
Dude, nobody wants to play this. Even if, it's like a pipe dream. Everyone talks that they want all these things and that everything's great and everything. The reality is, nobody wants them.
It's better than this crap that I got from freaking Rudy's box. Freaking Unfinity is so much better than this crap. I can't believe it, man. Unsanctioned freaking garbage pile. I saw those Secret Lair Ultimate Edition 2s being opened, the Redemption, and I am so goddamn jealous. Yes. It's ridiculous.
I'm not gonna lie, that is definitely better. Look,
that's something I would keep. This freaking crap, I'm like, what am I gonna do with it?
I don't know. I put it up on eBay.
Ridiculous, freaking rude.
No, for real. I don't see anything on the reserve list that everyone's freaking out over. That if they did make it a commemorative copy of it, it even mattering. I'm sorry. Like, everyone makes a big deal. The only thing that really ever matters is the dual lands, because they work in multiple formats, including modern.
As Modius says, sealed holder are the problem. Invest in stocks, play games. I don't think that sealed holders are the problem. Perceived value is not the same as comps on eBay.
Dude, the original cards don't get affected by any of this stuff.
What up, Prime? How you doing?
It's not about that. It literally comes down to, if nobody here, the reality is, if nobody's seen or lived through Chronicles, you don't understand. Because
that was rough times, bro.
It's not even rough times. The game almost died because people.
You want to hit this?
No, I'm okay.
I did that for you,
the game.
Paul.
The game legitimately almost died, and it almost died because people collected cards because this is a collectible card game, and they destroyed the value of people's cards. What those cards back then that they were crying over, they're nothing today. They're literally just sentimental value that they have
Jason
any
P,
value.
It's a fuck you very much for playing for 30 years. That's kind of like...
It's not.
It is a little bit.
It isn't. Listen, it's expensive. It is effing expensive. It's real expensive. And the only reason why they did that is because they put the wrong cards in there.
J007B, later in 5-10 years, there will be a proxies market for Magic cards, and these cards will be worth money when they print other older sets. And there will be a proxies market for the proxies.
I don't know, dude.
Tax write-off the $1,000 as a product review, right? Coach, for real. How does that work? I need to know. Someone who's a freaking...
What's going to make people happy? Like, they want cards for free.
Peanut says people want to play Legacy, they just can't do it at the price. I'm not arguing with that. That's
but also
it's tough. Tough.
How many people are you realistically going to pull to Legacy when the cards literally do not exist?
Kevin says if it sells out, they're going to print more until people revolt like Chronicles. They're going to keep doing it. I agree too.
I don't think so. I'm going to tell you. Listen, they don't need to do this and tiptoe this line of getting sued.
Aggro vibes. Listen. Josh, they're saying you're the mono red aggro vibes.
Oh, dude, I'm hot over this because honestly, I don't see why people are so upset over it. It's one of those things that if you don't like it, just don't buy it. Move on.
Joshua, you're going to get your Lord of the Rings set, and it's going to drop in price after it comes out. So make sure you wait nowadays. That's the new trend. Yes. I got a video coming on it.
True. Look,
at least you didn't spend $250 on a Lifeless proxy. That'll feel real bad. Yeah, it will,
dude.
Bro.
It's gonna be horrible. This product is not meant to be
childhood
opened.
Greats. We are here, hanging with Josh, and kind of like an announcement that yes, we have made it to 2K. So we're gonna have a kind of a party live stream soon. I haven't planned that yet. I just wanted to say it came sooner than I thought. So therefore. Yeah, I'm caught a little bit unprepared for a party today, but
it did come pretty quick.
That's that's what I'm saying. So that's why we're here, just chilling, talking. All right.
Look, they make money.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They went from having like 2.5 sets a year plus ancillary products to having 4 or 5 standard products in a calendar year. We're getting hammered on the standard side because they are putting everything into standard products. You have some Legacy stuff, you have some Commander stuff. We're getting absolutely hammered, and you know what? You're buying it. Everyone's buying it.
I'm more worried about how crazy cards are getting. Like how we got cards now with 1 million abilities for like 2 mana, and like they come in at instant
there's
speed.
there's no more vanilla cards.
They punch you in the face. Chuck Norris comes out and kicks you in the head afterwards. It's ridiculous.
There's no more vanilla cards. They got rid of.
I know,
no
and
more
that's like
cards.
It's crazy to think that like Magic was fat. You remember the stupid like
what
was the Falcon?
The problem is
Stormcrow,
how do you get
and shit like that?
Dude, no. How do you get into the game when you don't understand how to play? When the words on the text are a fucking wall. Nobody's going to be able to learn. Like,
they're
unless
gonna be like, wait a minute, I got this new card.
But see, here's the thing. That's where Commander, honestly, is one of those great resources that the decks that they make should be pretty good. Where you have like a couple new cards and a lot of easy to play cards so someone can learn, and people who play Commander can take the shell of the new cards that they gave you and add their own flavor to it.
Hit that like.
That's how it should be. There's so many things that they do wrong as a company that they really could do right, and it would help. I mean, think about this. If you didn't overprint cards in standard sets, and all of a sudden you have something like a Meat Hook Massacre that blows up, or a wedding announcement, or whatever it is, something that's playable, and all of a sudden you don't have enough on the market, So what do? You make a secret lair.
Kensuke.
Why not?
How many boxes of Magic?
But you got to make secret lair limited.
To keep, I think a lot. I think they're gonna keep a lot, man. I think they're gonna keep like 20% of the print run or something like that for
What?
a long time.
You
How many
think-
boxes Wizards is gonna keep for themselves for the future?
Who knows? I got to be honest. For all you know, they might make like
I think
like
they're gonna
company exclusive boxes.
I
and
think
stuff.
they're gonna release stuff of like older stuff and replace it with this type
Listen,
of stuff.
they didn't. While it's a limited print run, they didn't say that it's not like limited to 1 million pieces. They just said it's limited. So
Coach says 4-digit number of the cards. Lotus is 0288.
yeah, I know.
There will
I
be
saw.
more.
I did see that. Who knows? I mean, I don't think that they wouldn't reprint the Four Horsemen set. You know, commemorative type shit. Look, if we buy this stuff and keep giving them money, we're stupid.
Hey, that's what Asmodeus is saying. The release pace will kill the game way faster than any reprints.
Yeah.
On both ends.
Listen,
from our end and from their
It's
end.
never.
You know?
It's never going to. You guys are everyone's buying it. Everyone keeps saying this, and it's not true because
Stone
enough of
Pony
the product
need to not care
is
so much.
on the
right
market.
now, you need to relax a little bit and like don't panic sell. Nobody
Yeah,
should be
dude.
panic
I
selling.
don't know why anyone's upset or anyone's freaking out. It doesn't hurt anyone. All that's gonna ever happen right now are that card prices actually get a little messed up
If
because
China
what's
made
open.
an MTG 30th set that would be hustling. They just didn't think of it first, right?
Whatever.
Yeah, Paul, you should have bought that CE box back in '94 for $40,
Yes.
bro. Yeah, but who did want cards that you couldn't play back then?
I
It's
had
true.
them. I cut them up.
Yeah, but yeah,
dude,
but
I
you
cut
used
them up and literally taped them on other cards and then put them in sleeves. Like back then, we couldn't play with sleeves in tournaments, so I proxied my power stuff, so I didn't destroy them with friends, and I would play them in the store and at tournaments and whatever conventions. So I actually, besides
Black
writing on
magic,
lands,
nice move.
I literally I cut the corners off because they stood out, and I taped them onto lands and put them into sleeves. And yeah, I fucking destroyed them. I mean, I also dropped my binder down the stairs and punched a hole in a Beta Sapphire. So I'll never forget that. Anyway,
I'm reading the comments here.
Look, forever people are gonna proxy certain stuff, or even you want to. I mean, it's expensive to build decks.
David,
So-
I agree. It does hurt if you have collector's edition. It feels like that's rough. Like, specifically
Dude,
that product, that's all.
Listen, hold on. Let me ask you something. There's less collector edition than beta. Okay? Then half the beta, or even all the beta rares, okay? At 10,000, there's less than that. They don't change value because they're reprinted. There's not enough cards. Like, you want to know what's going to change value? Nothing. Including the commons that are out there for sale. Nothing. Nothing's going to change value. There has to be a market that's actually actively buying and selling. Just because people listed them and they're not selling, if they're not selling now, they're not going to be selling later. There's no difference. What's going to be hurt is the value of the new cards, that nobody's going to want them even more, and now there's more of them on the market now. That's the only difference.
I think it's just a temporary anger, and people are going to be wanting these products once they realize that, they're major,
Dude, when do a masterpiece, like the real lands, like the original masterpiece, when do those prices ever get touched by reprints?
It's just, you know what it
They
is? It's a lot of people
And
are
there's
shocked because
three
they didn't think they could do
times
this.
the most rare expeditions, invocations, and yeah, help me out.
Okay.
And
So NOV Innovation says these share the market with collector's edition. The buyers are similar. Just one will prefer gold. I don't know about
It's
collector's
not.
edition
It's
anymore.
different.
They've been failing all this year. So
honestly, the collector's edition kind of sucked.
yeah.
The gold and the edges are very hard to keep good. So if you're gonna buy them because they're cheap to play because you wanted
he's talking
copies,
about the old school one. My bad. I'm freaking spacing.
yeah, no,
I'm thinking of these idiot boxes.
no,
new
the old cards. But listen, those are from 1994. There's not enough of them. Like, think about this for a second. In order for those to
crazy.
drop in price, there has to be ones out there for sale for someone to buy. Are you listing yours?
Yeah.
So if you don't list yours, they're not out for sale. there's no price on them until there's
No,
an active
just really,
market.
JM Day, he says, yeah, I'm not selling, but I'm waiting to see where the market goes to figure out what kind of strategy I want to take moving forward.
Keep buying.
And so this,
if anyone's stupid enough to sell them and put them back, keep buying.
At the end of my video today, I was talking about this, and this is just, you need to look at numbers, look at all the little parts of our, all the niches involved in collecting in Magic, and you need to find a niche because, being one of these people who buys a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a little bit of everything, all light play across the board,
Dude, how many collector's editions were destroyed? The older cards. You don't have anything to worry about.
The minute you open them, they're destroyed.
Oh yeah,
because of the corners.
Well, that's the thing. Those sets, the same way these packs are packs in a box, they weren't meant to be opened back then. So anyone who opened up those outer seal and then opened up the inner seals, they destroyed
top
the
loaders
product.
Protect foil from pringling? They do, but then you take them out of
still
there,
get
it'll right away.
It's
and
not,
it does what they can.
They don't stop. They don't stop them from pringling, and they also don't stop any. If you get any kind of oil on the card, it will destroy it the same as not being in there. It doesn't matter. Anything like that, you need to really keep it.
Well, Kensuke, that's the point. MTG 30 isn't the problem. It's what it implies. And what he's saying is the problem is it will do well, and WotC will keep going
the problem
with
is
something like this until they go too far. I'm not arguing
well,
that. That's what I think.
But listen,
the implications
again,
are more the issue.
This is here. Again, we're going to go back. In chat, anyone, please, tell me what reserve list card you are afraid they are going to reprint and the value is going to tank with them making it a non-real Magic card. Just what cards? Because you're going to tell me the dual lands. That's the only cards that matter. It's really the lands and a couple of artifacts. There's not a single creature that matters. It's money. Like, people are like saying, "Oh, don't do it, don't do it." I agree, and you cannot do it on a Magic card. It doesn't matter if they do it on these non-Magic cards.
Bob makes a good point, in my opinion. Truthfully, this introduces a new class of collectible MTG card / product. I think it solidifies Collector's Edition.
It just makes the old
decks,
stuff.
And this as like a whole category.
It's new. It's different. It's not a Magic playing card. It is a Magic card, but it's not a playing card. It's a Magic true collectible. And
Asmodeus says, "I don't get holding sealed. Why not just collect money?" Asmodeus,
it's different.
It's very different. Money isn't like a gambling thing.
Here, I'll explain. I'll explain this in another thing. Okay, I bowl, and bowling balls, they're not made forever. You have bowling balls that are released, and sometimes there's small, runs, and sometimes there's long runs. Sometimes they're discontinued faster than others. Some of them were popular, some of them weren't. The point is, when they're stopped being made, they're still being used. And when something's used and something's destroyed, they cannot be put back to new. So these things that become rare over time, whether they're nostalgic or you actually like them or desirable, whatever it is, it actually causes them to go up in price. So a stupid bowling ball that new was $130 goes out of production, and 3-4 years later, somebody wants them. That $120, $130 bowling ball is $250, $300. And that's the same thing with the sealed box, but it's different because some of these cards have different playability and they're worth a lot of money. Some of them are reserve list. So I agree, Jennifer. That's what happens. It's different. All collectibles, like even the older bowling balls, sometimes become collectibles. These are collectibles. A collectible has a different market, a different draw, a different value than the just product inside.
That's a point that I've been making also, that it's not about crushing any prices. It's about maybe suppressing the growth potential of those cards in the future. They may have gone up faster if this wasn't printed. I think that's more likely. There's no real. Listen, anyone who really thinks that the price of any collector's edition card is actually going to be affected is out of their mind. Again, goes back. And I agree with the second part of his statement too. Even if the original cards are not affected, these reprints are not going to hold value when they reprint these reprints. They'll get hit hard.
Listen, I don't know why you guys think they're going to do this again. Like, The only reason that
what does that mean, Paul? Hey, Josh, buy my blue hammer. What does that mean?
He's got an old fab ball. That was one of the greatest balls ever.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, the blue hammer, everyone had one. It was one of the greatest.
Well,
it was like innovative when they came out with that ball.
Paul and Josh are gonna have a whole conversation.
That was the ball.
The blue hammer bowling balls.
But listen,
David, I kind of agree.
They're not going to
will get a
reprint
little
this.
exposure from this.
Yes, I firmly believe that they're going. It won't be this year. It will probably be next year that I think that we'll see.
Peanut, I agree and disagree.
Four Horsemen stuff.
This is collectible, and it's just not as collectible as the original. And but true, why believe anything they said?
The first one wasn't a collectible at the time either. That was garbage. Like everyone has no.
Says you want my teal rhino ball.
That was my first reactive. I had a purple and a teal.
Force of Will says, "Well,
That's
I
so
don't
funny.
agree with the pricing, and it feels bad to support. I think I have to get at least one of these because of the low downside risk.
Just listen. Don't open it right
don't
away.
Cut off
Just
your nose to spite your face.
Just buy
guys.
it, put it away, and you know what? If you really want to open it down the line when you see what the value is, if that's up to you, but just collect it. It's so cool to own part of history, something so controversial.
Magic. The problem is Peanut. The problem is that the community is so fractured. Okay, they will never agree. So like, when you take that into consideration, also, it's like, you know, if you it's kind of the aspect if you can't beat them, join them.
Dude, I don't remember exactly how it went back then, but I can definitely imagine that the player base back then, being when packs were $2.50, not even $3, it was like $1.75, $1.95, and like $2.50. They definitely couldn't be too happy when they were trying to sell a $50 or $75 set of useless cards.
I bowled in 20 nationals, have had 6 300 games. Get out of here, Paul. That's crazy.
That's
man.
Cool.
If I don't buy it, someone else will. Force of MTG says.
I used to bowl very competitive until
I
was.
We gotta wrap it up because like we're getting close. So
we'll have another conversation.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing this again. Obviously, we gotta have another stream, and I want to say thank you guys for coming by. You know, we got to 2,000. It's kind of like it's been a hell of a year. I can't believe we got there.
Like, I remember when it was 1.79, and I'm like, wow, you got a couple more months, and I feel like that was last month.
Yeah,
like, seriously.
It was pretty recent. Yeah, and so yeah, this jump has been pretty significant. I appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate everybody coming by today for this. We're gonna be having a.
If I didn't say hello to anyone or I didn't respond to anything in the comments,
yeah, the screen
I can't see it so far away. So I apologize. And
so
I'm saying hello.
This
and
is looking
thank you, everybody.
Me, okay, right? And so Josh is over here. So he doesn't see this because this is like angled away from Josh towards me, and this is like, you know,
literally is a bunch of blur.
And you
from
see
that
what
distance.
I had to deal with, all this freaking crap here. It's a lot going on. All right. And then you got this guy down here.
I feel bad. I kicked him a bunch of times. Well, I didn't really kick him. I kind of
there he is.
Gave him a little
There's
poke.
the pups. We got him hanging out down here. So yeah,
hey buddy.
I want to say thanks to the pups for being there, for getting treats and being a cute fuzzy boy. Otherwise, you know, thanks for coming by, everybody. It has been an interesting stream. Quite the discussion, lively with Josh here and everybody else here. Hello, Pat. You're here at least for the end, man.
Listen,
you didn't completely miss it.
If I'm going to tell you one thing to take from this, don't take Magic so serious.
Yeah,
there's so much more important shit in life.
Like I
to
said,
get stressed out over this garbage.
Like Kevin said, you can spend that $1,000 better elsewhere. Go to freaking Jamaica.
Dude,
I'm serious.
Absolutely.
Spend some time on the beach and chill the F out.
Enjoy yourself. Don't go crazy with this shit. Let other people spend their money like this guy opening on camera for people to watch. Joey Moss and Rudy and all these other guys that are going to open a bunch of them on and buy the singles. If there's stuff that you want to put together a set.
Duels to play, buy the goddamn singles.
They're cool.
You know?
Listen, they do make a cool proxy if that's what you want to use them for. It is what it is.
Tell your friends about the channel, guys. Let's get this channel to... I forget if I'm opening something at 2,500 or 5K. I know I'm opening something like a Legends pack or a Saga tournament pack. Not today, but it's coming soon. So let's get there, like something sick. Again, thanks guys. The patrons make this happen. Thank all of you patrons. Check out my Patreon if you can. We got some cool pins. Might as well show these while I'm
The
at it,
Arabian
right?
Nights one are really nice.
I got the third one in my logo series, and the first in a new series, which is the set symbols. Okay, so as you can see, it says Dual Brain MTG. It says one, pin, whatever, all that stuff. Hit the like, subscribe.
Gotta get the channel
All
big
the
enough
things,
so we
right?
can get guy in silver hat.
Yeah.
You gotta get a pin.
The Tin Hat Man will come back. Actually, that's another thing. Saturday nights at 8, not Saturday, every Saturday. The first Saturday of every month is a scheduled live stream at 8 p.m. Big time stuff, prizes, games, happiness, fun times. The next one is on November 5th. Remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and plot. I see no reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. It's gonna be V for Vendetta trivia night and fun things. Yeah, come on by. Otherwise, what else? I can't think of anything else. Just thank you very much, guys. Take care and have a nice day. Peace.